Hello, everybody. I wanted to take a chance to introduce myself because I see that there are a lot of new people finding me online and they're all finding me in kind of different ways. And I just wanted to do one video where I introduce myself, where I'm at today, June 1st, 2021, because who I am kind of changes depending on the time, depending on what's going on. Well, currently, I am a video producer at Google Cloud, and I work there full time. I've been working at Google Cloud for 4.5 years, for over 4.5 years, and it has been incredible. I have had the opportunity to meet some of the best producers and content creators and YouTube people, and I mean, you name it. I've gotten to see how to work in the cloud effectively, to the point where I'm all in. I've decided to go fully remote. And aside from my job at Google, I also have an agency that I've had for 8 years. And FilmKick has been a company where I've worked with companies like Volvo, I've worked with companies like PayPal, Volkswagen. I was in Silicon Valley, so of course I had a lot of the Silicon Valley companies that were my customers, and I'm very, very excited because that's kind of how I got that's been my education in this career, has been specifically tech oriented videos. So whether it's like executive talking heads for internal communications, or videos, demos of software products, or we traveled to Portugal with Volvo and we got to record some really cool videos there for a series, for a YouTube series, and actually even here. So it's been 8 years. It's been a long time. And prior to that, I was doing video production for a video game company. So I've definitely been in the work zone for a long time. And I am also a mother of three, and I am the breadwinner of my family. So that's another thing. And that's part of the reason why I have two jobs, is because I need them. So it's very exciting to be able to meet you and to say hi. Hello. I do like to have face to face with people. So if you would like to set 20 minutes to just say hi, and I say hi back and let me know what you're up to, I would love to hear what you have to say. So that's a little bit of my background. And for the last 4.5 years, and even more than that, just because I was doing that with my agency, but working for Google Cloud is a completely different beast because the amount of videos that we were producing was astonishing. I mean, it was just so much content that was being put into, videos on demand for learning on demand, internal communications, external events. I mean, you name it. I got a phenomenal education in that space. But one of my biggest jobs in working at Google and working outside of Google is actually directing non-professional talent. So one of my biggest jobs was to take somebody that was going to be on camera and make sure that I could get the best performance out of them. So when we were in the studio, I was doing that in the studio. I was yelling, record speed and action and cut and all those things that was happening in the studio. And then now it's happening online. So now one of the things that I do is I actually log on with people and I record them remotely from where they are. And I've been doing that for a very long time. And one of the projects that I worked on was Google Next. And I produced one of the producers. There was a lot of content going on for Google Next last year. But I was with the Learning Services org of Google Cloud, and I helped produce Google Next for AMER and Google Next for APAC. So I was tasked with recording 1 to 5 people a day. And honestly, sometimes it would be more than 5 because it would be an interview with several people. So, and I had to make sure that all of those people that were not actors, that were not podcasters, I wanted to make sure that they were giving me their best performance. So that's what I did. So one of the things that I discovered doing that for so many years is that a lot of people are not very confident with speaking to a camera. And I totally understand that. I totally get it. If it weren't for the fact that I am a video producer, I would have never created video content. I needed to show my customers that it could be done, that it was worth it, that it was okay. And I also needed to learn the workflow. So I only started creating video content because I had to, and not really because I wanted to. And I am in no way a YouTube star or a YouTuber or anything like that. I don't get paid to create content. but it has been really good for my business to do so. Every time I put a video up, I would either get a new contract or somebody would reach out to me and say, "Hey, I'm looking for a job. Do you?" And I see that you're doing video production in California. Are you looking for a this or that? So even if it wasn't, increasing the bottom line of the company directly, it was still, getting me out there. It was still leaving a better digital trace so that when people would find me, they would kind of feel like they knew me a little bit better, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing this video right now, is because I feel like a reintroduction is due. Let's talk about my space. I turned my walk-in closet into a studio. And this is what you see right now. And here is where I work. This is my office. And I've also padded it so that I can have the best acoustics possible in this room. And yeah, I am looking forward to creating more content for you guys, hopefully add value to your lives. That is why I do it, is because I like sharing what I know. And I like learning from other people too. So that's really why I do this, so that I can communicate better with people. And I'm very excited to know you, very excited to have you follow along. I am by no means perfect. I am not done. In fact, this whole studio setup is not done yet, but I'm not going to wait until it's perfect to start recording, because that's one of the biggest things that I tell the people that I work with, is that you don't need to be a perfect speaker in order to begin. You don't need to have the perfect setup in order to begin. You just need to turn on that camera and start talking. So I want to make sure that I practice what I preach, which is, even though it's not perfect yet, we have a microphone, we have a camera, we have a lower third, we are in a better position I am in a better position than I was last week. So every time it's going to get better, it's going to get easier, and there you go. I think that's a good intro for me. Let me see. That's one of the things about doing it off the cuff, is that you forget what you're saying. But basically, yes, I'm a video producer, have a full-time job at Google. I also own an agency called FilmKick, and I also have a Twitch show, but that's like a completely different story. And some of you know me from that. So that's why it's interesting, because it's like everybody knows me from a kind of a different hat. But that one's an exciting one, and I will talk about that one next time, but I'm kind of done talking for now. So let's leave it here for now. Very nice to meet you. Very nice to see you. I don't really see you, so very nice to have you stick this long. Let's see if you stuck this long. If you stuck this long, I want you to write in the comments a number, just a number. And then that way I know that you actually watched it all the way until the end, because I doubt it. And frankly, I wouldn't judge you if you didn't watch it all the way until the end. All right. I hope you have a good day. Bye.